Key point 1. To achieve your goals in life, you can't do everything alone. In 1986, a Harvard researcher aimed to determine college success indicators. He decided to observe numerous students for a few years. The hypothesis was that grade point average or admissions test scores would show the likelihood of high marks. Yet, it proved wrong. Proficiency in establishing contacts and studying in groups played a crucial role. Even one teamwork a week was enough for students to perform better. It allowed them to clarify the questions and enhance their knowledge. Keith Ferrazzi learned the importance of networking from his own experience. During his school years, he caddied at the local golf club. Being from the working class, he attentively observed the players from affluent families to discover what contributed to their wealth. The thing that stunned him the most was their cooperation. It had a different form of realization. They found high positions in the companies for one another, made investments in friends' startups, or counseled in times of uncertainty. Their success rested on connecting with others. Everything in the universe exists because it is in relationship to everything else. Nothing exists in isolation. You have to stop pretending you're an individual that can do it alone. Margaret Wheatley. Keith Ferrazzi also concluded that isolation from people with different experiences, knowledge, and life models reinforced poverty. He decided to change this tendency and started to build his network. Now, he has more than 10,000 phone contacts and a reputable company that assists other businesses. Connecting with others requires a continuous process of giving and receiving. Success based on communication with others requires much time and effort. Yet, relationships are the best investments in terms of social capital and the meaning of life. Are you ready to discover the pillars of Ferrazzi's achievements? Let's get started. Key point 2. Be specific about what you want. Being precise makes it easier to develop a strategy to accomplish your goals. Successful people have a zeal for setting them. No matter how preposterous you think they are, they still aim higher than their previous achievements. Keith Ferrazzi refines his goal-setting process into 3 steps. Discover your passion. The secret of your purpose lies inside you, and intuition is a reliable guide to finding it. Use your strengths, weaknesses, and unique capabilities to figure out where your talents and desires intersect. Start by creating a list of your dreams and goals. Write everything down. Then think about activities that make you lose track of time, or things that inspire you and bring you pleasure. Jot them down in a second column. Try connecting the 2 lists to find where your dream and what brings you joy intersect. Next, ask friends about your strengths and weaknesses. Record your goals. Don't just think about your passion and leave it there. Keith Ferrazzi uses the Relationship Action Plan, or RAP, to put his goals to work. The first step is to visualize your mission and aims. Put them down and hang this piece of paper in a visible place. Make sure your goals are specific, realistic, believable, challenging, and demanding. As acquaintances lie at the roof of accomplishing objectives, think about people who can assist you. Then, brainstorm to come up with ideas on how to book a meeting with them. Create a personal board of advisors. These people can act as cheerleaders and eagle-eyed supervisors who will hold you accountable. Build a small community of those you love and who love you. Mitch Albom. An excellent strategy is long-term, and preparation in advance is crucial for many aspects, including personal contacts. Building them takes a lot of time, so it's better to initiate them as early as possible. You may launch a new project at your alumni club, work, or amateur sports team. It will contribute to your personal growth. You will advance your knowledge and meet new people. Moreover, it's a chance to discover new opportunities. Did you know? Salespersons used to spend 80% of their work hours persuading a customer to buy. In the new model, they dedicated this time to establishing contacts. Key point 3. Do your research on prospective friends before you meet them. Always start with an aim you want to achieve. Then create a list of those who can give you valuable advice. Go for names of the actual decision makers and concentrate on people who are already a part of your existing network. They can include your relatives and their friends, colleagues, etc. Yet, grasp every opportunity to make new acquaintances. To create an enriching circle of trusted relationships, you must be ready to make bold moves at any time. The fear of being shunned by people is normal, but not trying is a failure. Connecting for the sake of others is an effective technique to overcome your apprehension of looking foolish. In this case, the welfare of those you care about and their destiny will be at stake. Farazi's father's courage roots in his dedication to his family. For example, he dared to talk to a crucial executive, although he was significantly lower on the career ladder. It enabled his son to get an excellent education. Additionally, other methods came in handy. To get more comfortable with being audacious, apply the following pointers. Find a role model. Learn to speak publicly. Get involved with people who share your enthusiasm. Use therapy to address your fears and social anxieties. And just do it. Don't be afraid to fail. Your mistakes give you valuable experience. How you meet a new person and what they think of you afterward is very important. Use Google, LinkedIn, Twitter, or company literature to research who they are, their business, hobbies, goals, or challenges to help you relate to their views and leave a positive and lasting impression. This groundwork ensures that a conversation with you will be more memorable. The stunning first impression stems from meticulous preparation. However, abusing the network puts you in danger of becoming a networking jerk, a man or woman who is insincere, ruthlessly ambitious, and continuously searching for bigger fish to fry. Use these tips to avoid having this image. When you have something to say, do it sincerely and passionately. Don't rely on gossip. Always have something to give and value to add to a party or meeting. Treat everyone you meet with respect. And be open and straight with your intentions. Key point 4. Tips to reach the busiest influencers. People's assistants and secretaries are usually their most trusted associates. Keith Ferrazzi says you should be friends with them as they will put in a good word for you and ensure you get your meeting to their boss. They can break or create the relationship between you and the executive before the conversation starts. Being on good terms with boss's assistants would be your decisive advantage over other people waiting to book a meeting. After you finally get the chance to speak to executives, grasp it. It's normal sometimes when you call, email, or text people and they don't reply. Don't give up. Be persistent. When you eventually connect, don't state how annoyed you are or be apologetic for trying too hard. Just go straight to the point and treat the call like it was your first time calling. Be precise and to the point. Keith Ferrazzi uses these 4 rules for warm calling. Mention a mutual friend or respected institution you work for to help break the ice. State your value proposition. To make an effective one, research what challenges the person's company faces. Offer a solution to that problem. Express your offer to meet and be flexible to adjust to another person's schedule. Start with a considerable sum or challenging suggestion. It'll enable you to compromise, increasing your chances for a successful deal. Use catchy and sharp hooks for your subject line to get responses from warm emails. Be brief and make your request straightforward. Read it aloud to hear how it sounds to yourself and spell check. The core condition for these techniques' effectiveness is to apply them without delay. Procrastination usually stems from two factors. The first is the fear of not being ready. Yet we are only partially prepared since we acquire some knowledge only through practice. The second procrastination aspect is anxiety about getting a rejection. To deal with it, you may change your evaluation of the event. The result is essential, but the whole process also has value. Consider it a workout to find the best tools and phrases for reaching success. Key point 5. To be more productive, maximize your opportunities and share your passions. If you have 3 people to meet one-on-one and an event to attend, invite them to come with you. This way, you can have a round table of individuals connecting. Technology has made things simpler. You can hold a virtual meeting with Google Hangouts, WebEx, or Skype if you can't be there physically. The key principle in networking is avoiding invisibility. It doesn't mean you shouldn't spend time alone, yet exercise your time wisely. If you can meet someone during breakfast or dinner, do it. Never eat alone. Using any opportunity to communicate enables you to find your people faster. Friendships are born out of the quality of time spent together, not quantity. After meetings, it's reasonable to remind others about yourself. Ensure that the new acquaintances retain your name. At most, 24 hours after meeting them, send them an email or a call expressing your gratitude to reaffirm the commitment you both made, or to say thank you. Keep pinging. Remember birthdays, send holiday greetings, and call in on New Year. Sharing your passion can bring people together because it draws others to what we genuinely care about, and they respond by letting their guard down. Reaching out when it involves your passion will be uncomplicated and less like a chore. Attend conferences, liaise with connectors, and expand your circle. If you attend a conference, help the organizers, get to know them, or better yet, be the organizer. Doing this will make sure that you can have access to the attendees on a higher level. Endeavor to be a speaker because you get a special status, and attendees expect you to reach out. They in turn will give you respect that they wouldn't afford to their fellow attendees. If you're neither a speaker nor an organizer, ask insightful questions that keep the audience buzzing. Introduce yourself before you put your question forward. Do your research on the topics of the conference. Take notes on what's happening in the seminar and whip them into a story for future social media posts. Reach out to super connectors like lobbyists, restaurateurs, headhunters, fundraisers, public relations officers, politicians, journalists, bloggers, and authors. Be on good terms with them and integrate into their network. See people in your circle as equal partners and never forget the person who brought you in. Key point 6. Effective ways to extend your network. There's no such thing as too many contacts. Therefore, it's reasonable to develop your network constantly. For instance, consider hosting a get-together party where people from different worlds can meet. It will allow you to make new acquaintances and help others find valuable connections. Tips to make it effortless are: create a theme. Use an invitation. Create an atmosphere that shows the party is for enjoyment. Be informal and keep it simple. Avoid seating couples together. Mix and match guests. Host a virtual after-party by sending guests pictures and party highlights in their emails. People always feel whether others listen to them. Thus, your attention and genuine interest in a person and the discussed topic can make you stand out and leave a lasting impression. When you help someone through a major issue, you engender life-bonding loyalty. Although social media can be one more efficient tool to broaden our networks, we don't always make the most of it. But it can be a source of great content if we control and filter it. For example, if you're in the tech world, you could follow feeds from tech enthusiasts. Yet, read smaller players' posts for new ideas instead of always watching the top guns. Also, reach into other feeds outside your niche to broaden your outlook. It will enrich your content and assist you in gaining new followers. Build trust and move forward with your mission. Make people see why they want to remain glued to your work. Share a visual and interactive account of your job to connect with your followers on a central level. Being the king of content takes 4 essential features. The first one is generosity. You shouldn't hoard information. Vulnerability means the courage to share your problems, challenges, and difficulties. It helps you build a bridge with followers as they go through these things themselves. Accountability is about consistency, living up to the content that you contribute, and at the same time, being able to back it up. Make sure your posts are in sync and follow your narrative. You don't have to create it by yourself all the time. Delegate this task or share the useful information published on other websites. Honesty is about authenticity and the courage to tell the truth, even when people don't want to hear it. Share your process, the growth, the failings. Then adapt and repeat, and do it with the attention of people that care about your content. Key point 7. Create a personal brand to find allies faster. Yes, you've mastered how to create connections and walk up to a potential contact. But what's more important is keeping the ball rolling. Make the other person pleased enough to want to reconnect. Having a broad outlook is one of the ways to achieve this. Take time to watch the news or read newspapers. They are brilliant sources of tidbits, which you can then share in your conversations. Be someone worth talking to. Be interesting. Being fun is also about having a unique point of view that sticks with the other person. You gain respect when you're known for a particular thing. Here are some tips to make you stand out. Get in front and analyze trends and opportunities. Know yourself and your talents, but be ready to learn. Remember to take breaks and get away from it all. Explore places far from the beaten track. Know the new technology. Adapt or hire a tech geek. Develop a niche. Focus on the area with the least attention. Follow the money because creativity is worthless if you can't apply it. Invest in building a brand that speaks for you. Image and identity are essential when it comes to your business. Your content, expertise, and unique humanity will be the guiding star of your brand. Good ones provide credible, distinctive, and trustworthy identities. They send out a compelling message that assists in finding loyal allies. 3 following steps will result in establishing a memorable identity. Develop a personal branding message to shoot off your mission and content. Package the brand by standing out in clothing, hairstyle, letterheads, business cards, conversational styles. Broadcast your brand. Become your PR firm. To promote your brand, opt for content curation rather than just creating content. Add your voice and value to a specific topic. Give out sizzling news in your posts. It helps to link your story to a famous business person or organization. The former may be a speaker at your conference, while the latter donated to your charity campaign. Learn how to deal with reporters and never blow off an interview. And don't be annoying, and be cautious of what you say on the record. Key point 8. To maintain your success, don't let a little vanity get into your head. It is imperative to belong to a group of people you can identify with. Find mentors that can bring you into their inner circles and try to mentor others too. When you're part of a clique, you'll get due respect or access befitting the category you find yourself. For instance, if you want to become a part of high society, consider the following places you can meet famous or uprising stars: balls and galas, Young Presidents Organization or YPO, political fundraisers, conferences, nonprofit boards, and sports, especially golf. You can also slide into their DMs online. If you're lucky, you'll get a positive reply. Avoid a sense of entitlement or arrogance when you come across an opportunity. People react negatively when pride takes over, which could jeopardize prosperity. Instead, learn from those who are more successful than you and help people still searching for their golden opportunity. Also, treat celebrities like other humans because they too have emotions. Keep the prospect of a more famous acquaintance from making you lose sight of the connections you've made so far. Your status will elevate if all goes well during meetings in high society. Yet, it shouldn't turn you into a snob. Maintain connections with people from other social classes. They are equally essential. Besides, keeping in touch with acquaintances from different stages of your career assists in having a balanced life. It's a mindset that can't be bought or sold. All create their unique recipes of equilibrium by themselves, yet one emotion is a universal ingredient: joy. Meetings with people should bring you that feeling, so think about your acquaintances from work or hobbies. You may opt for another sphere if you feel like a fish out of water. Try doing what you love. If your life includes people who care about you and care for you, you won't be bothered with balancing anything at all. Besides, you can always create your community if you can't find it. Take your distinctive value propositions and build your group if you have something authentic. Do this and watch people join you. A circle can take you right to the doors of success. Connecting with people increases your chances of getting new and exciting jobs. Yet these meetings mustn't be manipulation techniques. People aren't tools for achieving goals. Conclusion. If you ask successful people how they reach the top, they might tell you about sophisticated strategies. Yet, if they are entirely honest with you, the answer will include names of people who assisted on their path. It wasn't the only factor, but undoubtedly a crucial one. As the saying recommends, if you want faster speed, go alone. Yet if you strive to get further, find your team. We may look at establishing relationships as a full-time job, which includes the following duties. Grasp all opportunities to broaden your social contacts. Before making acquaintances, search for relative information about people and their interests. It would make conversations memorable. Treat all you speak to with respect, no matter their status. The role of secretaries in your life may be as essential as their bosses. Invest in self-development to create a personal brand. Utilize social media to spread captivating and genuine content, which increases the number of your followers. If you nurture the core element, generosity, all these steps enhance your network. It means you should not only receive, but also give. People around you always notice the manipulations or fakes. So, cultivate a genuine interest in others and be attentive to their needs. Relationships are a critical element of a winner's mindset. Try this. Create a program to boost your network. Identify your passion, goals, and those whose advice you need. List opportunities for how you can meet these people. Prepare for the conversation, deepening your knowledge. You'll have all that you need to succeed.